Hey guys, welcome back to the E30 Bauer Restoration series. Now, in the previous episode, we actually got this car back on its running gear. Pavi's putting this on air, so this is kind of temporary, but it's back on its running gear, so it's able to roll into the paint shop. In this episode, we're going to finish the final touches on this car, fabrication-wise. So we've got the two Bauer roof sections, and then we've just got a little bit in that back section, and then there's a tiny little area down there, and then grind all the welds down, bada bing, bada boom. Let's do it. Right, E30 Bauer, the main area of rust, apart from the normal E30 rust, is here, the Bauer roof section. Now, water stands here, it starts rusting, bada bing, bada boom, you've got plenty of holes. Now, that side is worse than this side, but we do have a cut of a car of an E30 Bauer just behind me, and that's come from Luke E30. I'll leave a link to him in the description, do check him out. And he's very kindly sent us nearly half an entire car. Which I showed you in the previous episode as well. Now, it's not perfect, but Luke did send me some photos and he said, is this of any use? And I can use it because I can obviously cut and splice and everything else, so I can use it, and it's a lot better than that side. So I'm gonna have a look at that, see what the best way to unstitch it is, and then see the best way to tackle this. So I'll do this side first, then I'll do that side, and then I've only got a little tiny bit of rust in this back section and a little hole there, and then we're done. Right, so I've cut this off here. Now, this obviously exposes all this section and it allows me to get in there. And guess what? More rust. Now, this Bauer roof section is actually placed on the outside of this here. Now, this runs all the way into there, and obviously this is placed on the top and welded and bolted and etc. Now, what I can do is, from the spare cut I've got, I can cut this section out here and use it in here. So then it gives me all the bends and the curves and things like that. The only thing that's going to be difficult is actually getting in there to actually repair it properly, because this bottom section is gone and this bracket is also gone as well. So I'm going to cut this out, and then I'm going to cut out the bit that I need on the spare section, and then try and somehow rebuild all of this, which is going to be a pain. Right, it literally looks like it's been snowing everywhere. Now, I know I've not done any talking or any real B-rolls or anything in quite a while because we just needed to get this done. Now, this is all done, all this barrel roof section. It's all ground down. The lads have been on with getting it all nice and straight and all sorted, so that's done. It's done on that side. So, we're just about ready to push this into the paint shop and give it a nice lick of primer. The lads have also put some stone chip down here and on the sills as well, so that's all sorted, so we can obviously paint over that. And yeah, it's really coming together now. We just had to be like full ham trying to get it done because we wanted it priming tonight. And I think we'll get there. We'll get it primed tonight. Might not sleep much, but we'll get it primed. We've got it primed. So the car's fully in primer now. I mean, most of it was in primer anyway, but we just had to mainly concentrate on the bare metal areas. So now it's primed. We've got the guide coat on here, and basically the guide coat is to show any low areas or any pinholes or things like that. So when you sand it off, areas will stay black. So then obviously we can go over that, make sure it's perfect. So now the lads are rubbing it down, making sure it's absolutely spot on. Pav will be coming this morning as well. I think he's broken down, unfortunately, but he'll be coming, and he's not seen it in this state. Well, he's seen it far from this state because we've done an awful lot of repairs on this car since he last saw it. So going to get it rubbed down, get it prepped for paint, obviously get everything taped off that we need to do, and yeah, hopefully get it painted without any issues today. Look at this, finally seam sealed, 100% ready for paint.
That's it.
What do you reckon when you walked in and you was like, it's all in primer?
It's quite surreal, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just the time frame of like how quick we've got to this point. And yeah, we're no corners have been cut.
Can I just say the barrel roof sections were absolute pains in the arse, honestly. It took me an hour just to get one of the plates bolted on. This side I did completely different. There was a time lapse of that because I was just literally running out of time. Steve stayed really late with me to get this primed. We got it primed. It's nice and seam sealed this morning, so we can shoot some paint. So yeah, it's going to completely transform it.
I'm excited to see it in its original colour that it left the factory in.
Yeah, because it came in like 50 shades of white.
Yeah, it was in B&Q basic white.
Just white like that.
That was it.
Sound. Right, let's not waste any more time. Let's get painted.
Super.
She's painted, well, she's not painted yet. We need to put the lacquer on. But Pav, tell me about the lacquer.
We've got something special there.
Right.
So it's still genuine BMW lacquer. So it's still original to the car.
Yeah.
But we've got some secret sauce for it.
Ooh.
What I want to call is going to be Yorkshire Car Restoration Sunshine Gold is going to be the paint code for this car.
I like it. So you may have noticed that we've not painted inside of the boot, and I'm blaming them guys over there because they said get 2 litres of paint. So I got 2 litres of paint and 2 litres wasn't enough. Yeah, hold your head down in shame. Right, so the plan is, because we've not painted the doors, the boot, the bonnet, etc., we're going to put the Zerylic into the engine bay and finish the engine bay off with three coats of lacquer. Then Pav can obviously start putting everything back into the engine bay, getting the engine in. Next week, when we've got the boot, the bonnet, the doors ready, we can then obviously paint them, get the Zerylic on them, put them back onto the car, and then Zerylic everything, so it's got nice secret sauce all over. And then it's all, because the thing with obviously powders and stuff, you've got to get the mix 100% correct, and it's how you spray it as well, it lays differently. It's like a metallic, so it's better to get everything back on the car and then do, you know, big swoops like this.
That's it.
And then it
all looks the same.
Fantabulous. So yeah, we're going to mix some Zerylic up, and yeah, let's do it.
Fantastic.
Right, after much rubbing down by my Uncle John and painter Steve, this car is just about finally ready to have the full clean sweep. Now, in the last clip, I think we painted it and pulled it out, and that's all we did. But we've done a hell of a lot of work off camera on this because I've been working on something else, so the lads have been on it. Now everything's rubbed down, everything's placed on, like the boot, the doors. The doors are actually blue doors because the ones that Pav got were Ripley all over the place, and the bottom seam had gone. So Pav, the owner, actually got some new ones. So we're going to spray them first, so they're white and they get more coats, and they're blending better with these. Obviously, all these repairs will be sprayed as well, so it's all sort of like one colour, and then we'll get one sort of like base coat on everything. Now, as you know from the previous clip, a lot of the quarter panels and everything have been sprayed. It's just obviously the body panels that haven't, but we will spray another one coat, maybe, Steve? Another one coat on the areas that have already been sprayed, and then we can and then we can go for the clear coat and the Zerylic, which is like the really pretty stuff. So yeah, Steve's just mixing his gun up, and then he'll spray the doors first, and then we'll take it from there. What do you reckon?
It looks insane.
It really does,
just,
mate.
like, it just looks white, and then the light hits it in the right way, and sunshine.
Now, I'm not sure how much I filmed on the flat and polishing, but this has been fully flat and polished. But with new paintwork, it will need flat and polishing again because the paintwork actually drops slightly, so it becomes a little bit murky. So feel free to bring it back.
Yeah.
But this car will be sadly leaving because me and this car have spent quite a lot of time together. But you're going to continue the build.
I am. Yeah.
So you're going to put everything. We've put the engine in. I think I did get a clip of that. But you're going to continue putting this back together. So we've hung the doors. We've popped the bonnet on, and then Pav's going to take it from there. So you're going to build all this back up.
Yeah.
You're going to get it nicely polished.
That's it.
Get it ceramic coated.
Yep.
Bring it back, and then what we're going to do?
We're going to do the final touches.
Yes.
Every build, the final step.
Yes.
We're putting the BMW badges on
Yes.
and completing this build.
Completing this build, and it'll be seeing the road once again.
That's it.
I'm really looking forward to it, actually.
So I cannot wait to drive this.
No.
I cannot wait.